So, is this your first time here in this museum?
Yes, it is. The reason why I hesitated, because I brought a girls' basketball team here 6 years ago when they were building this, and it was all boarded up, so you couldn't get access, and we were granted access.
Okay.
So it's changed quite a bit since the last time I was here.
I got completely choked up when I came down the escalator.
It's, I come from a family of sort of first responders. My brother Dave was a sergeant with the RCMP, and my brother Dan was an inspector. My sister Brenda was a major, Canadian Armed Forces. They're all retired now. My brother Paul is the fire chief in Gander. I've been doing a municipal thing for 30-odd years. My son is a municipal police officer out in Louisfort. So when you look at, and I come into this place and see what's going on and realize how many firefighters, EMTs, police officers, Port Authority, how many people lost their lives in this area. It's just so hard to be here.
And in the context of the play, which is so celebratory,
Yes.
This kind of grounds it, doesn't it?
It does. When I was talking to a couple of the New York City firefighters, that was one of the things, police officers, that's one of the things that they talked about, was they were here at ground zero, and they went through what they went through, trying to find loved ones and so on. And when they heard about Gander and 9/11, they had a tour of gratitude and came to Gander last year. They said it helped them cope with what went on here, because with this type of tragedy, it's always on your mind and it's always there. And sometimes with tragedy, you almost feel like it's, you're the only one that's experienced it, and you're a little bit down that way. And then to come to Gander, and I'll say Newfoundland, Labrador, because they love the province. And to see what was done and why it was done, they said it just helped them beyond words.
The curator just told us that 40% of the people who died nothing was found.
That's correct, and that's the things that the officers were talking about, was the fact that they, it's in the DNA. It's in like my DNA, my son's, and it's in the officer. Is you go to a scene to try and save. That's why you go. And they went, and there was no one to save. And I think that's the thing. That's the hard thing. And all it was trying to recover as much as they could.
There's a real emptiness here, isn't there? There's a real...
It's almost like when I was here 6 years ago, when I walked inside, the base of the towers were there, and there was no water or anything like that, and they were just constructing this. It was almost like you could feel the souls of everybody. You knew that they were there, and it's that same feeling again today when I'm in here, and that's why I even took off my hat, because that type of respect they need, and it's almost like they're here, and they're watching what's going on here.